Hi Monique, my name is Jordan. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California. There are a few things that I have to go over with you. I just wanted to let you know everything that we discussed today is going to be confidential. However, I am a mandated reporter, and what that means is that there are limits to your confidentiality, including injury to self or other suspected child abuse, elderly abuse, and/or dependent abuse. Do you have any questions so far?
No, no questions.
Awesome. Next, we're gonna discuss informed consent, and what we're going to do is we're gonna be talking therapy. Now, there are risks and benefits with therapy, just like any treatment. If at any time you do not feel comfortable sharing, we can pause or end the sessions. Just to let you know, sessions are typically about 15 minutes long and about $100 per 50 minutes, okay?
Sounds good.
So, now we're gonna get into it. What brings you in today?
Well, I guess I've just been, I don't even know how to start. I guess I've been having trouble feeling bad about myself, and I didn't really know why, but I'm starting to understand that it's anytime I talk with my mom or try to talk with my mom. I mean, sometimes it's 5 seconds and sometimes it's 5 minutes, and I just feel like, wow, she has a way that just makes me feel really bad about myself.
Do you feel like your guys' relationship has always been in this?
Yeah,
This lot?
yes, and I think that's the sad part that's been making me so sad, is because I'm, almost 40, and she's getting older too. She's in her 60s, and yet I still feel like I'm 5 years old in kindergarten and having those bad feelings about myself because of how she says things and stuff. So yeah.
Well, just like how you expressed right now your guys' age difference, it does sound like your mom did have you at the age of 20, so she did have you very young, correct?
Yes.
So do you feel like that may be the reason why there may be miscommunication between you guys?
I think so. I mean, I know my grandmother, and I know she can be complicated, so I'm sure my mom didn't have the best example for communicating. So I tried to remember that. I mean, sometimes I have to work myself up to call her, because I'm like, a part of me wants to check in and see how she's doing, and then the other part is like, yeah, but she's gonna, crap all over you, basically. And so I'm like always torn, and then I talk myself up and say maybe it'll be different this time, and then I do it, and then more often than not, 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking, why do I even talk to her? Because she's my mom?
If you don't mind me asking, is your father in the picture?
No.
He's not in the picture.
No.
Okay.
They divorced when I was, I think I wasn't even 3 years old yet.
Okay.
So.
And how does that make you feel?
I'm sad. I mean, I know I'm married, and I know how much work it is, with young kids, and I have a partner, and she didn't. I know a lot of the stressful things fell on her, financially, emotionally. She didn't have anyone except for me, really. So.
Do you, by any chance, have any siblings, or is
No,
it just you?
it's just me.
It's just you. So it's just you and your mom in the household.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, or it was us in the
prior,
household.
yes,
Yes,
yeah, okay.
You're right. Yeah. it
But
was just us.
at the time you guys were under the same roof, was your guys' relationship a little better, or do you feel like it's been at the stable condition it is right now?
I feel like when I was younger, I tried really, really, really hard to just always please her, so that she wouldn't get upset at me, or she wouldn't talk down to me or humiliate me, or just dig into me the way that she would. So I would try really, really hard. I would be nervous, I would be anxious. I didn't know that I was, but now as an adult learning more, I'm like, wow, I was an anxious little kid, like really trying to perfect everything and please her so that she would be happy. And I feel like that was my little mission, was how can I make her happy? And now that I'm older, I don't know if it's just because I have other things going on in my life. I'm a mom, I work, I'm married, I have my own stuff going on. I don't really have the energy to put into just pleasing her. And so it seems like things are pretty bad now because I'm not making all of this effort to accommodate her. I'm kind of just being more myself, and it's causing a lot of friction.
And if you don't mind me asking, what is your grandmother's and your mother's relationship? How is it? Do you feel like it's the same, or do you feel like the issues are just continuing between you and your mother?
Oh, I feel like it's the same.
It's the same
I
thing?
feel like it's the same. I think my mother felt like her mother did the same thing to her.
Do you
And
feel
I
like
would
she's
see,
doing it to you now?
and I would see it. I mean, when my grandma would come over and visit when I was a little girl, you know, she'd come and bring groceries and, you know, try to help out and stuff, but I feel like she couldn't really go the dinner, if we were having dinner together. I feel like my grandmother couldn't go the whole dinner without making my mom feel bad. And then that would hurt me. And then my mom would make me feel bad.
Correct.
And so, yeah.
And what made, I mean, obviously you said that you have kids now, what made you stop that chain of command right there? Cause I do feel like, I mean, based on how you're expressing your feelings, it does sound like you do have a stronger relationship with your children than the relationships that they do have right now.
I hope I do. You know, I try. I am definitely mindful about the way I communicate with, you know, my kids and how they feel. You know, I don't want them to be nervous little wrecks the way that I was, and I want them to find comfort in me and not just be fearful of me. And I feel like the way that they communicate with me and the things that they open up with me about, they're things that I would never open up with my own mom about because I know how she would react, and there wasn't any room for that. So I avoided a lot with my mom because I never wanted to give her the opportunity to be mean. And I could tell a big difference is my kids, when they have issues, you know, and I hope this might change in their teenage years, but as of now, they run to me when they need help, you know, because I want to be a source of support and nurture them as opposed to, you know, breaking their heart the way that
Correct.
my mom did and the way that her grandma, and the way that my grandma did to her. So.
Do you, and I know this may sound like an intrusive question to ask, but do you feel like your mom loves you? Or do you feel like she expresses any type of love to you as well?
I think she loves me, but, okay, I think she loves me, but I don't feel loved. I think she loves me, but I do not feel love from her.
And have you ever expressed that to her?
I just get so, like, I don't know how to handle things when I'm just so frustrated and mad, and I guess, I don't know, probably just so disappointed. And I get to that point where I just shut down and I'm like, you know what, I'm getting off the phone, I'm hanging up now. Hope you're okay, I was just calling to check in.
And then do you feel like you express that love to her?
It's,
At any given time, it doesn't have to be a consistent, but just at any given time, maybe she does something nice or she expresses some type of gratitude.
honestly, I don't know if I do a good job at showing her love either, because I think I'm always afraid or expecting something negative, you know? I think my way of showing love to her is constantly checking in on her, even if she, you know, was cussing me out 2 days before for something that has nothing even to do with me, but she's cussing me out and she's upset and losing her mind and screaming at me while I'm in the car with my kids. And I've learned to stop doing that. Like, the woman cannot be on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Like, it needs to be private conversations because she's gonna go off the rails. And so, because I have this expectation of her, it's hard for me to come in with open arms and treat her any differently than how she's been my whole life. But I do want to work on that.
Okay.
I want her, even though I might not feel loved from her, I don't want this woman to pass away being confused or not feeling love from me, because I want that for her, even if I don't fully expect that she could give it to me.
So Monique, before our session ends today, I did want to send you home with some type of homework today. And
Okay.
obviously, everything that we talked about today, I kinda just want you to reflect. Obviously, this is the first time you were able to express how you feel about your mother and the relationship. Our next session, I really do want us to focus on the positivity you guys had in your relationship. Obviously, it doesn't sound like there's much positivity, but we could possibly pick out about 5 different things that you love about her, or that things that make you happy about her.
Or like good memories?
Good memories as well,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that can also be something that we can discuss.
Okay.
But I don't want you to walk away sad or upset.
Okay.
I want you to walk away that you accomplished something today.
Mhm.
And I want you to think about the positive, because I do want you to reflect on this and think about what good we can get out of this as well, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
that sounds
Well,
good, and I do feel positive. I feel like even just talking about this, it's hard to say it, but I'm glad I did, and I know it's the first step of many, but it feels good, so thank you for your help.
Of course. Okay, I'll see you next week, Monique.
Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.